A 24-year-old man was sitting on a train, looking out the window with wide, amazed eyes. He turned to his father, who was sitting next to him, and shouted with pure joy, "Dad, look, the trees are going behind." His father just smiled, a gentle, warm expression on his face. Nearby, a young couple watched the scene unfold. They looked at the 24-year-old with a mixture of confusion and pity, whispering to each other about his seemingly childish behavior. A moment later, the young man exclaimed again, his voice filled with wonder, "Dad, look! The clouds are running with us!" The couple couldn't hold back any longer. The woman leaned over to the old man and said, with a tone of concern, "Why don't you take your son to a good doctor?" The old man smiled again, that same gentle smile. He turned to the couple and said, "I did. We're just coming from the hospital. My son was blind from birth. He just got his eyes today." The couple sat there in stunned silence. Their judgment, their pity, it all melted away, replaced by a profound sense of humility. They had seen a behavior, made a snap judgment, and completely missed the beautiful, powerful truth of the situation. They saw a man acting like a child, but the reality was he was a man seeing the world for the very first time. He was experiencing the simple magic of moving trees and racing clouds, things we take for granted every single day. How often do we do this in our own lives? We see a snapshot of someone's day, a single action, a brief comment, and we construct an entire story about them in our mind's wheel of Eltham. "Oh, he's so weird. She's so rude. They're not very smart." We become the judges, juries, and executioners of their character, all based on incomplete and often incorrect information. We forget that every single person on this planet is living a life as vivid and complex as our own. Every person has a story. They have their own private battles, their secret sorrows, and their quiet victories. The person who cut you off in traffic might be rushing to the hospital. The cashier who seemed distracted might be worrying about a sick child at home. The friend who suddenly seems distant might be struggling with something they do not know how to talk about yet. The truth is, we are all walking around with our own invisible histories, our own unique sets of experiences that have shaped who we are. The man on the train wasn't childish. He was reborn. His childishness was actually the purest form of awe and gratitude. It was a lesson in perspective. Before we rush to judge, before we whisper our opinions or cast a pitiful glance, let's take a pause. Let's try to lead with curiosity instead of criticism. Let's try to offer empathy instead of assumptions. What if we asked ourselves, "I wonder what their story is," instead of deciding we already know it? That young man on the train reminds us that the world is full of miracles, big and small. And one of the greatest miracles we can offer each other is the grace of understanding. It's the willingness to see beyond the surface and acknowledge the complex human being standing before us. Because the truth is, you never really know what someone is going through. The reality might be completely different from what you perceive. Don't judge people before you truly know them. The truth might surprise you, and in that surprise, you might just find a deeper connection to everyone around you. Every single person has a story. Let's be the kind of people who want to hear it, not the ones who think we've already written it. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that makes you think. See you next time.